Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox, trying to get the camera right. So, big doings in our house. Woo, it's still crooked. Yesterday, Sister Kate and I did a massive push, and we finished half of the house, basically, ceiling. That made us very happy. No more exposed insulation in half of the house, except for where the trim's gonna go. We're gonna do trim last. And then that room that was the storage room, tool shed, carry-all, we pulled everything out of there. We moved the bed from the living room, where it's been for the last couple of years, into the bedroom and started picking up, and now we're getting ready to attack the living room / dining room area ceiling. So that'll be next. Probably not until Monday though. So we're stoked about that. It felt good to get a lot done and to clean things up. Sister Kate doesn't handle change as well as I do. And so when we moved the whole house around, I mean, literally our bed has been in the living room / dining room since we moved in. And, we moved that out of that room, and now you look at different things when you're in bed. And we haven't slept in the new room yet. We made the final move tonight. Last night we slept with our bed in a weird position in the living room. And yeah, that was weird. So tonight will be weird again. Different place. Like sleeping in a hotel, right? A strange hotel. You never know where you are when you wake up. You're like, nah. That's why I always leave the light on in my hotel bathroom. Not because I'm afraid of the dark, but because I've woken up in so many different hotels that, it's a little bit disconcerting sometimes, especially when if it's Tuesday, it must be Brussels or whatever that movie was. Yeah. So there's that. Of course, the news is about the shooting in New Zealand. I don't care. I really don't care. Bad things happen. More bad things are going to happen. You guys saw the YouTube video, right? So I got stuff to do, man. After this, I'm going to go do a little bit more cleaning up in my house, getting the living room portion ready for work on Monday. And then I've got to get ready for tomorrow's sermon and work on that a little bit. And it's a beautiful day. Yankee Watchdog, is that what it is? Yankee Watchdog, Yankee Prepper Watchdog, said something about shoveling snow. Dude, I'm in short sleeve shirt today, I know. Uncool PJ, but it's true. Here, look. Can you see outside? Is it focusing? See a dog. Oof. Oof. Huzzah! What you doing? Come on. Good boy. Here he comes. Oh no. That's a big boy. What are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? A lot of you are working on Viking training tasks too. Pay attention to details. They're important. I'm going to go over lessons learned from that and the goodness that may not be immediately apparent when given the task, and maybe even when doing it. We'll go over that. And if you all like it, we'll keep coming up with new ones. They're going to be different though. It's not all going to involve making something to consume. Soup and coffee, that kind of thing. I'm excited. This is a good time of year. We're not gardening this year, which is not to say we're not going to take care of our garden area a little bit, but we're just not. We're doing other things. We've been cleaning up our woods. Somebody on here, I think, told me a long time ago, I don't want to clear the woods behind my house. I like looking at the woods, and deer come up and critters and chipmunks and everything, but I also don't like the idea of forest fire in a Tiawaki situation. And so what I've been doing away from the house, first of all, I've already cut down every tree that can fall on the house. So the trees are at least that far away. And then I've thinned out the underbrush and the load, all the stuff that's laying on the ground that could burn, sticks and logs and things like that. I'm moving that further and further back. And then somebody on here told me, and I've been doing this, every branch within 10 feet of the ground, cut that off and haul it away. And so I've been doing that. And it makes it look park-like out there. It's kind of neat. So I work on that a little bit at a time. That kind of work ends here May, when the chiggers and ticks just become unbearable. Sister Kate's already had 2 ticks on her, like in her. Had to pull them out already in the last couple days. We don't freak out over ticks and chiggers like people who don't really are around them ever. In the summertime, man, a couple ticks a day pull out. And chiggers when I don't spray. Chiggers are horrible. I just hate chiggers. Curse of Adam it is. But so that's what I've been doing. Just stoked about finally getting the house done. And it's kind of motivating us and focused us. We have a narrow focus now. That's what we're doing. That's what we're working on. And we're getting after it. And so my plan is to finish the ceiling in the living room. And then I have the kitchen to do and the office. But I'm thinking about doing drywall in the kitchen. I've never done drywall. I've helped others do drywall, which is probably one of the reasons I've never done drywall. But I learned a couple things helping them. One is get that little machine that rolls around that you can rotate and it holds the panels up against the wall or up against the ceiling. So I'll be going to Harbor Freight to get one of those. They're about $200. It'll be worth it. They make an adapter for your drill that you put on that, because when you put drywall on, evidently, it has paper on it, right? And you want to dimple it but not break the paper. So it's and you put it in with drywall screws. And they make a little attachment for your drill so you can go bzzz, and it stops doing it at the perfect depth. That's cool. I'll be getting one of those, whatever that thing's called. If you know what that's called or what I need to ask for, please put that in a comment. Pastor Joe, it's called a this. So that's the second thing I learned. And then the third thing I learned, which I won't be doing, is pay somebody else to mud and tape. That just seems like a difficult job, but I'm going to do it. I saw a crew of illegal aliens redo my house up in Kansas, and the guy who did it was a master. Man, he was good. You know, he'd put it on, let it dry, sand it, put it on, let it dry, sand it. He did that 3 times for each seam. And man, when you look at my painted walls now like that, you can't really see it at all. He did a really good job. I'm sure, you know, this will be my first go around. But the reason I'm doing drywall in there is drywall has some fire protection ability, and our kitchen is going to have a huge Pioneer Princess wood cook stove in there with a lower ceiling, and so I just kind of want to take all the precautions I can there. And besides that, I kind of want to do it because I've never done drywall, so that's probably what we're going to do in there. What else? And then if I have any left over, because my real goal is to get this thing empty. Look, can you see all those boards right there? I want them gone, but this is the only place I can store them. And so after the ceilings are done, we do the walls with those boards. And hopefully my figuring was right, and it'll work out just right. I won't have leftover, and I won't need to go get more. But that's what we're going to do. That's the work out here for the near future, other than chores and things like that. My wife and I switched. I'm now the goat man. She's now the bird lady. So I take care of the goats, sorta. You know, really, she likes them all. And so, like, I'm supposed to be in charge of the goats. So this morning I fed them hay and alfalfa pellets. And then Sister Kate said, you know, it's such a nice day. I'm going to tie the goats out because they're in one of the foundations back there. And I said, hey, if you tie them out, you got to put them back before Shabbat because I'm not dealing with them today. I got too much stuff to do. She's like, okay. So she doesn't really talk like that, but you get the deal. So that's what we're doing. Hey, no real words of, you know, except do the best you can with what you got where you're at. You know, just have fun with your life and try to make forward progress, you know, goal setting, milestone development, that kind of thing. I'm not perfect at it, but man, I like getting stuff done. It's kind of invigorating, you know, it's like check that off, check that off, check that off. And there is something really satisfactory about doing the work yourself. Mistakes and all. Because I look at them, it's like those are my those are my mistakes, you know, but at least I did it. That's kind of satisfying. And I guess one more thing, I didn't see it here, but I was going back through old YouTube comments. There's no building codes out here of any kind. You can build what you want, how you want, it's up to you. If it falls down on you, too bad. And I'm standing now in the shed that everybody knew on YouTube was going to blow away or fall in or something. Yeah, YouTube. It's a lot of y'all came over from YouTube. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you'll find it worth your 3 cents or 10 cents or whatever a day, whatever level you came in at. I appreciate y'all. All right. Take it easy. I'll see you out there.